By drinking this water first thing in the morning.
Oh yeah, by drinking 2 warm glasses of Kangen water first thing in the morning, you're actually, first of all, you're hydrating your body from your kidneys having been working really hard all night, and you're detoxing your body. It gives your liver half a chance to kind of actually flush through bile and stuff, and you're hydrating the lining of your stomach, which is also preparing itself, if you like, for hopefully for breakfast.
The cells, what was that bit?
Underneath the microscope.
Oh yeah, if you look at your blood, most people are actually, about 75% of people are actually dehydrated. And if you were looking at your blood if you're doing like live blood microscopy or something, you'd actually see that it was like thick and quite clumped together. It actually needs, and it's far too viscous, it actually needs to be kind of much more free-flowing. And by the time people are actually thirsty, it's already too late. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely too late. So, yeah, hydration's super important. People, you ask people, do they wake up groggy in the mornings? Do they wake up, are they feeling sluggish? Are their bowels, slow? Is their skin wrinkly? Is there, there's lots and lots of things. I mean, oh, you may laugh, Jess.
Saggy eyes.
Well, that's kind of kidneys and lungs, really.
Yeah.
But, people say, my skin looks great. I'm 56 and I'm not doing too badly. And that's often to do with hydration. Mm-hmm. The bowel is actually responsible for all the hydration in every cell in the body. So, and being a colonic therapist, obviously, water is important to me. Whether the water I use in colonics or the water I encourage people to drink. And the quality of the water is super important. And what's lovely about the Kangen water is that it's what they call microclustered. So because the water goes through the electronic plates, it turns a large molecule into lots of small molecules which become instantly hydrating. And it starts to go into the cells of the body from the moment you swallow it. So as it goes into your throat, before it reaches the stomach, it goes through the stomach lining and it hydrates, and it goes very, very, very quickly into the brain, and you start getting mental clarity. So, if people have got foggy brains, it's usually because their body's not detoxing well enough, because it's just not been given enough internal lubrication, and that's just quite simply water. The quality of the water that we drink out of the taps, it's been through about 6 to 8 sets of kidneys before it gets to you. It's full of the hormones and stuff that people have been taking, whether it's the pill or HRT or whatever. Goes down the toilet, doesn't get cleaned out because of all the microbes and stuff. They pack it full of chlorine, which of course ruins the gut bacteria. Then of course it ruins the gut bacteria, and your microbiome suffers. People's, sleep is affected. Their immune systems are affected. You're taking copious notes there.
There's some good ones, I think.
Some very good stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, our immune systems, our sense of well-being, the whole thing, there's a lot of talk at the moment about the microbiome, which is basically our internal ecosystems, which is to do with our well-being, our sense of self, our circadian rhythms, our sex drive, our, all sorts of things. And it's about, hormones and our hormonal balance. So water is super important, and getting good, decent quality water. I think a lot of people are aware of good quality water, and they think that bottled water is the answer. Well, bottled water may be better than tap water, but it's also been bottled, and it's been there probably for up to a year in plastic bottles going from hot and cold, and it's got different things that it absorbs in the water. It loses its thing, and it's not microclustered. And I've done quite a bit of research into water, and the Kangen water is clearly, leagues ahead of anything else, because not only is it clean and pure, it's also got antioxidants, because in the microclustering, some of the hydrogen breaks free, and that becomes antioxidant. That gets into our brain. That cleans the body better than anything else. There isn't another water on the market that does that. So, yeah. For years I wanted a machine for like 10 years, and I always thought, I can't afford one, and then finally I decided, you know what, actually I can't afford not to have one. You know, it's not only my health. And also, it's not only drinking water. You know, it's cleaning water. It's, you know, you can clean your
Antibacterial.
vegetables. It's antibacterial.
Beauty
It's
water.
There you go. It's great for your skin. You see, I spray it on every day. And twice a day, actually. And it's great on aeroplanes, you know, when you come like you're feeling dehydrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's
And
my last
people living in humid countries, out in Asia, yeah.
Yeah, it's more the dry heat, I think, that really affects people.
Mm.
You know, and in central heated and air-conditioned places where
Yeah.
it's just really drying all the time. It's great for the skin, it's great for the hair. You know, it's got so many multiple uses.
It helps with cooking as well, doesn't it? It helps to cook food a bit quicker and draws out.
Yeah, it draws out.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
totally.
it breaks down and draws out
Yeah.
nutrient from food much quicker.
I'll tell you, brown rice cooks in half the time.
Absolutely. Soups taste better.
It's true, yeah, indeed. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, multifunctional DIY, eco-friendly machine and water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and very simple
Yeah.
to use, and it doesn't
Yeah.
even take up much space.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it fits onto almost every tap, otherwise known as a faucet,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Well, I think you sold it to me, Fliss.
There
I
you
would
go.
get one,
think
but
you sold it to
I've
anybody.
got one already.
yeah. It's got
Yeah.
preaching to the converted. There you go.
Yeah,
Good to
I
remind
know.
you, so.
yeah. Well, anyway, coming from a very successful colonic who has a client base of about 8,500 clients, I think we'll take a word for it.
I think she's got something to say. That's what
Yeah.
I'm listening to.
Yeah,
Thanks,
absolutely.
guys.
Well, if anyone wants to check out her website, it's insideouthealing.co.uk. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks.
Cool. Bye.